Fireworks sales. Today marks the first day that you could buy fireworks for the upcoming July 4th season. We'll tell you what officials want buyers to remember and why tent sales won't be open until later.
The final debate, we're just days away from the June primary, and Democratic District 3 candidates made their final pitches to win next week's nomination. We'll tell you where the candidates agreed and disagreed.
And it's Greek to us. Time for another big food festival here in Des Moines. This one goes way back. We've got some lessons for us as well, as Christina is live over at the Greek Orthodox Church there. It's Friday, June 1st. Today in Iowa starts now.
From WHO HD, the local news leader, this is Channel 13 News Today in Iowa.
All right, it is 6:32 and happy Friday. I know, we always
it's weird.
have this sigh
it's
of
the
relief.
last day of the week and the first day of the month.
That probably doesn't happen.
Glass half empty or half full?
Yeah, right. Well, we're starting June with some warm temperatures. We're kind of flirting with breaking a record, right?
Isn't that funny? I mean, if all of a sudden it was going to be 95 degrees today, we'd be like, whoa, 95 degrees. But we've already kind of been there, done that.
Yeah, for a
May,
while now.
So it's not that bad.
Yeah, we had one of the hottest Mays on record in central Iowa. And just a reminder, there are some schools closing early because of the heat today. Marshalltown High School letting out at 1:25, as well as Fort Dodge Public and Iowa Falls Alden getting out 2 hours early today because of the near record heat. 68 degrees in Ames, right, and Boone, 64 in Knoxville, and 64 as well in Fairfield, 66 degrees in Creston at this hour. We do have a lot of sunshine expected for today, and that's why temperatures are going to get up into the mid-90s this afternoon. I think we'll be close to 90 degrees by noon today. Still a lot of sunshine all throughout the day. I think we'll hardly see any cloud cover. Mid-90s through 3 p.m. Still lower 90s by 7 o'clock tonight. We'll be in the upper 80s through, or at least the 80s through about 11 o'clock tonight. But we do have a chance for rain on Saturday, and temperatures are going to be a lot cooler over the weekend. A much needed change from this heat that we have been seeing. We'll let you know when we will see those showers and thunderstorms coming up.
On the roads today in Iowa, cleared the accident on I-80 eastbound to 60th Street in West Des Moines. This is the shot of 80 eastbound from Jordan Creek Parkway. You can see traffic is already back up to speed there, so no issues. Coming in from the east side, I-235 looking to the west here, so the taillights heading in toward the downtown area with no issues and no delays. We'll have an update straight ahead on Today in Iowa.
Well, First on 13 today marks the first day you can buy fireworks and also the start of the second summer of legal fireworks in Iowa.
This weekend, Iowa vendors can start selling fireworks for the season. But for now, only permanent locations are open for business. Tent sales won't get to start until June 13th. Sellers said the first year of legal fireworks in Iowa was a good one, and that means plans to expand their tent locations are on. Buyers should remember that some communities have changed their position on fireworks after experiencing a host of problems last year. 6 metro cities did pass a ban on them. Waukee and Ankeny will allow, on certain dates at certain times, fireworks to be let off. Fireworks sellers say if you buy, make sure to check your local ordinances first.
It's important to check with the city, or if you're outside city limits, check with the county because they can change the zoning requirements or the rules where you can actually use the product.
Iowa Fireworks Company says it will also educate staff about local regulations where they set up their locations.
The Democratic candidates for Iowa's 3rd congressional district took the stage last night in their only debate of the primary. Cindy Axney, Pete D'Alessandro, and Eddie Morrow took the stage at the State Historical Building. They had just 90 minutes to try to separate themselves from the others. Among the topics, saving Social Security and who should be allowed to receive it when they retire.
I think if you're in the 1%, if this country has put you in a position where you have gained the incredible wealth that a few people have, you don't need that Social Security check.
And Pete's kind of right. I think if you are in retirement years and you're making $1 million or more, that you don't take as much out. I don't think you relinquish it all because you've paid some into it.
So he's kind of right too. I'm absolutely right.
I think Pete is absolutely right when it comes to giving the option for people to not take Social Security. I've talked to people wealthy people who said, I don't need the Social Security. I'd like to see if that money could go to somebody else.
All three candidates agreed that climate change is a top problem facing the country and that they would support Medicare for everyone. Also, the minimum wage should go up. However, they disagreed on how high it should go. This is the first time any of these candidates have run for a federal office.
Iowa's fetal heartbeat law could take effect in 1 month. It all depends on today's hearing. Channel 13's Maria Lizignoli joins us now to talk a little bit about this hearing for a temporary injunction of the fetal heartbeat law, right, Maria?
That's right, Andy. District Court Judge Michael Huppert will hear arguments today over whether Iowa's fetal heartbeat abortion law should be temporarily barred while the lawsuit is still ongoing. American Civil Liberties Union of Iowa is representing Planned Parenthood and the Emma Goldman Clinic in a lawsuit that hopes to repeal the abortion bill signed by Governor Reynolds last month. That bill bans abortions after a fetal heartbeat is detected. This could be as early as 6 weeks of pregnancy, often before most women know they're pregnant. They say the law is unconstitutional and potentially dangerous to women.
Most of the people who come to us are beyond 6 weeks, and it would mean that they would have to go out of state. Or even worse, we foresee that there would be patients who would try to self-induce, often using dangerous or illegal means.
According to lawsuit documents in 2017, Planned Parenthood of the Heartland provided over 2,300 abortions in Iowa, and only 2% of those occurred before 6 weeks of pregnancy. The ACLU says this hearing will not impact the pending Iowa Supreme Court ruling to block the 72-hour wait period before a woman could get an abortion. They're awaiting that decision before the Iowa Supreme Court adjourns at the end of June. Pro-life advocates argue abortions could be harmful for women and their families.
I would say that abortion causes health issues for women. Abortion is not health care, and pregnancy is not a disability. Abortion harms women. And the pro-life movement in the state of Iowa want to see an end to that. We care about women.
In a statement regarding the lawsuit, Governor Reynolds says in part, it's a fight worth having to protect innocent life. We will be represented by the Thomas More Society at no cost to taxpayers. Today's hearing is scheduled for 9 a.m. at the Polk County Courthouse. As of right now, the fetal heartbeat law does not go into effect until July 1st. The ACLU says after today's hearing, the judge isn't likely to make a decision on the temporary injunction until mid-June.
All right, Maria, and all eyes on this day here in Iowa, all eyes from around the country. Thank you.
Well, today, the third person responsible for burning down a Madison County covered bridge will learn his punishment. 18-year-old Alex Hoff, along with 2 other teens, set fire to the historic Cedar Bridge last year. Hoff pleaded guilty to second-degree arson and criminal mischief. He was arrested again earlier this month for allegedly setting his own car on fire. Police say that incident happened about a month before he set fire to the bridge.
Attorneys for Jason Carter are now releasing new audio files they say point to another suspect in the murder of his mother. In a 2017 civil trial, a jury found him responsible for the shooting death of Shirley Carter, his mother. Days later, he was charged with first-degree murder. Leading up to that trial, the DCI has released never-before-heard audio files to Carter's legal team. In one interview with investigators months after Shirley's death, a Marion County inmate claimed 2 men, John and Joel Followill, shot her during a botched robbery.
I got a guy that admitted to it.
Who's that?
Last. Or admitted that his brother did it.
Okay, who's that?
It's a follow-up. His brother got spooked and shot this woman, shot her twice.
This audio file is one of several reasons Jason Carter's attorneys are asking for the civil judgment to be thrown out.
The latest round of retail stores closing will include the last Kmart in Des Moines, the one on Hubble Avenue. Yesterday, parent company Sears released a list of 63 Sears and Kmart stores that will close across 29 states. The locations were selected from 100 of the company's non-profitable locations. Employees will receive severance and an opportunity to apply at other stores. Liquidation sales begin June 14th. Yesterday's announcement includes a Sears store in Davenport.
Well, if you're trying to beat the heat this weekend, you might have to travel a little farther to find a swimming pool. The Altoona Aquatic Park was set to open this weekend, but opening day is now postponed. City officials say they were going to install a new liner this spring, but the installation has been delayed multiple times due to wet conditions. They now estimate the pool opening will be delayed 7 to 10 days. However, officials do say they will extend the summer season by staying open 2 weeks longer.
But we need it now.
We do. There are some pools that are opening up this weekend. The rest of the Des Moines pools and the West Des Moines pools open as well this weekend.
And aquatic parks, yeah.
And aquatic parks, right. The rest of those, for the most part, are already open.
Yeah, and this is a great weekend to be open. Amber is in with a look at our forecast. This is kind of the first day of summer vacation for Des Moines District students, and a great pool day.
Yeah, I've had some kids at the Science Center ask me, is it going to be pool weather? And the answer is yes, it is going to be exactly like summer today. Highs in the 90s, our record high 98 set in 1934, and we are going to be darn close to that today. The high, forecast high, 95 in Des Moines. I wouldn't be surprised to get a degree or two warmer. We won't have much relief, at least in the wind speed today, but relief in the 7-day is coming tomorrow. I'll have the details on showers and thunderstorms that are expected on Saturday. That's coming up next.
You're watching Channel 13 News Today in Iowa with Brooke Bauma, Andy Fales, and meteorologist Jerry Ann Ritter. Channel 13 News, the local news leader.